The views expressed are not necessarily those of KSCJ and Powell Broadcasting Company. This program is not intended to replace the advice of doctors or other clinical providers. Consult with your practitioner to ensure the proper course of action for you.
Welcome to When Things Aren't Going Well on AM 1360, FM 94.9 KSCJ. This program is dedicated to your mental health wellness and brought to you by Family Services, a United Way partner agency. Here's your host, Art Silva.
Good morning, Siouxland, and welcome to When Things Aren't Going Well. This show is all about your mental wellness environment and how you can help yourself navigate the daily highway of life. It's the little things or sometimes larger issues that can take us off-road. Our goal is to inform and provide information that will help direct individuals to community resources that can help cope with life's daily mental health challenges. I'm Art Silva, and our show is brought to you by Boys and Girls Home and Family Services, serving the Siouxland community since 1894. Our guest today is Austin Bass from Bass Advertising. We go a long way back, all the way back to On Both Sides of the River. Bass Advertising was responsible for the ad. Greetings to your dad, Bill. So, Austin, good morning and welcome.
Thank you for having me, Art. Appreciate being here.
Well, we're glad we go back a long ways and really enjoyed working with you, being around you, watching you and your family grow. So it's just great to have you on the show today. And you want to give us a little background?
Yeah, so I was born into an advertising family, so I've kind of grown up with it. And then after college, I started in would be 2000, and from there I started becoming the graphic designer to handling accounts and whatnot. And Mom actually was the very first one, Betty Bass, to kind of get into advertising. And then Dad started Bass Advertising, and there you have it from the very beginning.
Well, I certainly remember you and your brother Will and Ron as younger people. I've been around that long, but it's really been great growing with the family and working with you, and your creative services have been simply outstanding. So, what's your involvement with Boys and Girls Home been?
Well, let's see, like you had said, I met you, Art, probably 6 or 7 years old.
That's right.
holding cue cards while working at Team Ford. And then Terry Dooley, I played hockey with her son, Andrew. And then when I first started, one of the very first projects was to work with the Boys and Girls Home. And kind of that's where it really started with some of the annual dinners and invites and whatnot. And always loved working with you guys. Great cause.
You have been fantastic support, great partner, and you get it. I'm glad you're here today because you've been with us for a while and you get what we do. And it's always great when somebody outside of the organization can come in and say that. And because a lot of people don't know what Boys and Girls Home does. Our children are not conduct disorder children. Every one of our kids have been traumatized.
Correct.
We get them on their feet and get them back out again. So during your tenure, you've had a chance to watch Boys and Girls Home and Family Services grow. What have you seen?
Well, from going to the old building, the old St. Joe Hospital building, and seeing what you guys have done, just the success of it, and helping out these kids, which is the main thing. It's fantastic to see what you guys have done. And it was necessary to see this grow. And I love seeing that. I mean, it's a change. You guys changed lives. And I love seeing that what has happened, and for these kids to go into this new facility, this welcoming facility, I love watching that grow.
Austin, thank you. Our kids come from many different backgrounds, but the common denominator they all share is the fact that they have been traumatized in many different ways. Our fulfillment comes from getting them on their feet, back again. They stay with us on an average of 9 months, and we work with them going home, working with the parents, and sometimes you don't have parents to work with. So thank goodness for grandparents, aunts, and uncles, brothers and sisters who step in to help other people in their family. It's a very complex situation. Like I said, our children are not conduct disorder children. If anything, every one of our kids are victims. So please, as we go forward, I'm glad we can get our group back together again. We've been separated with the main group being up at St. Joe's Church and St. Joe's Hospital, and we're looking at bringing them down here to the new campus. You mentioned the dinners, the Boys and Girls Home dinners that we've had, and we've had a string. I think we got 20 of them. We've had all with different themes.
Yes.
What was your favorite part of the tailgating dinners? Any theme ring out?
Well, I remember, I don't know if it was the board members or the committee members, but I loved going to those to figure out what was going to be for dinner, because it used to be up at the Sioux City Country Club.
That's right.
And you dressed to the nines. And I remember when we would brainstorm, there was one time where one of the sessions was at our office, and I think it was Gretchen Gondak.
Yes.
And
great volunteer.
So she's like, okay, I don't know how to explain our vision here. But so she stands up from the table, gets into this belly dance pose, and starts dancing around the table. And then she grabs these two little finger symbols and starts dancing. And I'm looking, and she's like, so we want this Egyptian belly dancing, this great vibe. And I'm like, first of all, blown away by the experience. And I'm like, okay, so how am I going to take this experience and put it onto a 4x6 invite to these people? Some of the great brainstorming sessions, the dinners themselves were fantastic. Even when it was at the country club, I loved doing that. They kind of switched over to the tailgating dinner, a little more casual, which is great as well. But probably one of the great things is just seeing people coming together and give. I just think that's fantastic, rather if it's at the country club or now, at the tailgating dinners.
I'm Silva, and you're listening to When Things Aren't Going Well right here on 1360 KSCJ. And my guest this morning is Austin Bass from Bass Advertising, and we're discussing the Boys and Girls Home Dinners and their campaign that's in place right now and the new project, the Ginny Peterson Behavior Health Campus. Austin, let's... any particular theme stand out? You mentioned back in the days, we started at the Dunes, then we outgrew that, and then we went to the Country Club, as you mentioned, and at the Country Club, we were in 3 different rooms, but that had its own little individual flavor to it, because we had like 3 different parties going.
Oh, that's right.
You got to be wild, go down to the room in the corner.
Exactly.
But I remember there were all the Beatles. We dressed
that's
the Beatles
right.
deal.
That's right.
And, we've had a lot of fun deals, everyone, and I give Terry Dooley credit for all of that. Terry works very hard, and every year she puts on a great dinner.
Yes, yeah, all fantastic.
As a matter of fact, this year our dinner is going to be tailgating for our kids. It'll be on October 17th. It will be over at the brand new Marriott Event Center over in South Sioux City. So we're looking forward to that, October 17th. Let's talk about the new campus and what we're doing there. Let me update everybody on the new campus. What we're looking at here is continuing to complete the residential treatment area and the new school. We have completed the Family Services building. We've occupied that for a couple of years now. And if you see this delay, what's going on, we're in the process of just finalizing some financing. You'll see the project start back up again within 30 days and get this thing moving. Our goal is to get in there before the fall. We want to get our kids in there as soon as possible. We have to go through a lot of licensing, etc. So the first thing is getting the complex completed. I know we got a little eyesore out there, and we're working to take care of that where the well fields are. So again, folks, thank you for bearing with us. We've been doing this as we go along. Raising money has been difficult, but we're in the final stages of completing all of our financing, and we're going to get this thing done and get our kids over there very, very quickly. We're excited about that. What does the new campus mean to you, Austin?
Well, I mean, I've seen yourself, Art, and Terry, and Brenda work so hard to get to this level, and it's fantastic to see this beautiful new campus in a great area that's just helping the community as well, dramatically. It's what an upgrade, but especially, like you had said before, these children are going through, they're victims, and they're scared, and they're alarmed, and they don't know what environments they're going to be brought into again, so they're, skittish. So this new campus, the welcomingness, the beauty, it's new, it's peaceful and calming to come into. It's fantastic. And the progress that you'd be able to make with a kid coming into this environment, it's a better chance for them to, change their life for the better.
Well, we've had very good results here, and we do change lives, and we do see progress, and we share that with our board. We have a mission minute. In every monthly board meeting, we go through something that deals with the kids. 1 minute just to tell them a success story that we have with one of our children. And there are plenty of success stories out there. So please, if you can get behind our campaign and help us complete this project, very much appreciated. And again, we're putting in a place that's just not going to get by. We want the best in the state of Iowa. There are 5 PMICs. A PMIC is a psychiatric Psychiatric Medical Institute for Children, and we are one of 5. The closest one would be down in Council Bluff. We provide these services for all of Northwest Iowa. And remember, folks, just recently the Cherokee institution has closed down taking on children. We have waiting lists. This new facility will help us accommodate more children, particularly girls. We have a long list of girls waiting to get in. We never had this before. So this is all a sign of the times that our children in the adolescent age need our help. And you can help us through Boys and Girls Home and Family Services. We're coming up on our break right now, so continue your morning chill. Don't touch that dial. We'll be right back with more When Things Aren't Going Well right here on 1360 AM, 90.9 FM, KSCJ.
Oh, I forgot to take the garbage out again. My teen came home who knows when last night. That guy just cut me off. My boss totally doesn't get what I'm trying to do for his company. When will I enjoy life again? Will I ever catch up? I really should visit my parents soon before it's too late. Why is this guy in front of me stopping at a green light? Go!
It's time for a checkup from the neck up to put yourself in a better state of mind. Sometimes it all seems to be coming at us pretty fast. Our instinct is to conquer our issues before we enjoy our actual life. It seems we just can't get caught up. That's when stress and anxiety absorb everything. Family Services, Inc. is here to get you back to enjoying your life. A call to Family Services will put you on a direct path to more happiness and inner peace. It's time you appreciate the things that matter most. Let the sun heat your back and enjoy the day and laugh with guiltless, stress-free joy. Call Family Services today at 293-4900. That's 293-4900.
I feel good.
Welcome back to When Things Aren't Going Well on KSCJ. Here's Art Silva.
Welcome back to When Things Aren't Going Well. I'm Art Silva along with Austin Bass, and we're discussing the new Ginny Peterson Behavior Health Campus, the new home for boys and girls. Let's talk about what this new campus means to you. Austin?
Well, like I said, the campus is fantastic, being able to see. I remember when you first shared with me the renderings. Just gorgeous, and being able to do the drone shoots over the top and seeing how new this beautiful environment is. The kids being able to walk into this new campus and being able to see the freshness, the garden that's going to be planted. Like you said before, they're victims, so they're coming into this and they see this warming environment. And it's the beginning process of them healing for you to be able to change their life.
Well, we're excited. We're working with W.A. Klinger. They've done a great job. We've had our appraisal done. We're ready to rock and roll. You're going to see a lot of activity over the next 3 months. Once we start up again, we'll be doing some removal of asphalt. We'll be planting grass. We decided to plant the grass in September. We thought it'd be such a massive space that we have to cover that it'd be best to do that not in the summertime, but try September and let it could grow over the winter. It's really a great facility, folks. We've conducted tours, and those folks that have gone on tours are just amazed. They're amazed at what we have to do to keep these children safe. Everything we have in there is anti-ligature, that they can't, it breaks away, they can't hang something on it where it can hurt them. We have to get special furniture for their rooms. But last week we had a great visit with Shields, and they came over and they took a look at our facility, and Shields has agreed to sponsor the 3 activity rooms. There are 3 units in the building, and each unit has an activity room for the kids to go in and burn off some steam and play on days they can't go outside. Shields has agreed to sponsor those 3 rooms.
Well, that's fantastic.
We're really excited. We're working with another great partner, working with Shields. They've done a great job. They just announced their new naming of the new sports arena. So there's another vibrant private factor in the community helping us to go. They've been great help all along, so we're excited about that. Austin, let me ask you, how do you see your role in promoting the campaign?
Well, even events like this right now, speaking with you, trying to help promote it, and then bits and pieces that we've been able to help you out with, helping out with presentation folders, explaining what this campaign is all about. And eventually we're going to start a good advertising media campaign to spread the word. And that's where, we like to be able to help you guys with. And not only I can't always donate, X amount of dollars or whatnot, but we like to help out where we can at this side with our skills that we have.
You have been a fantastic partner, and again, it's not all about the money. We take the talent. You've advised us. You've been a counsel for us. You kept us from making mistakes. You've been really good to work with, and our whole team loves working with you guys. So it's not just any one person. You've gone through the whole organization. They have trust that what you do. We're launching our campaign now for family services. There'll be enough publicity on the residential treatment center when this opens up. We're going to have a lot of surprises for you when that happens. But family services every day deals with children and families in the community that need a temporary timeout, and we help those people get back on their feet and put all our energies into producing the best children we can.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep. We don't want our kids to get by. We want them to thrive.
Exactly.
And that's what we do at Boys and Girls Home. What makes this moment different?
Well, from seeing, 25 years we've been doing this art, and even before
I started
that,
when I was 19.
Yes, right. Yeah. And to see the success and how hard you guys have been working for this. So what makes this moment different now? It's complete. It's almost complete. To see this grow, this is the new chapter for you guys. It's almost there with the help of the community, the donors. This is your chance for a fresh start in this beautiful campus. It's different now, but it's different because it's almost become complete.
Have you witnessed the community support grow?
I have personally, probably maybe biased just because working with you, Terry, and Brenda, but the community is seeing this campus. Was driving by. They know what the old place used to look like, and they knew that it was time to get into the new place that you guys have. And what a remarkable job when driving by to see the facelift that you guys have done to that area. The community notices that. Imagine the neighbors that live by. Completely pleased. Well,
we want to get it done as quick as we can. We want to be part of the neighborhood. As you know, we're going to be putting in one of our things is the agri-hood. And we'll be putting in, we shut off that area between 38th Street and our parking lot. Couldn't take the weight of the vehicles going over it. So what we're going to do is put our garden in there. And the garden will have drainage, lights, it'll be fenced in. And we're going to have a fob on it. So when we give away plots for people to come in the neighborhood, from the neighborhood to come and plant things, they can come in with their fob. They just got to weed it and stuff like that, take care of it, and then take their produce when they're done. So we want to do that. We'll be giving out those plots. We want to keep a couple for our kids because planting and growing is extremely therapeutic for them, and they really enjoy it. Mm-hmm. Austin, you've been a great partner. This is really kind of an easy interview because you've been there for us for so long. You're part of the team.
Appreciate it.
What keeps you inspired to continue?
Well, personally, I remember from the very beginning, you guys were great people to help out, and it's a great cause. And then I actually got a chance to hear some of the stories. One always hits home, not home me personally, but hit my heart, was a boy that had gone through something. I know I can't go into details too far, but who had gone through something pretty dramatic. And the husband or the dad leaves, and then the new boyfriend is just as bad as the previous dad, and how he just didn't know where he was supposed to be, and he blamed himself. And witnessing that and hearing that story in person, and there's so many like that. And I knew that, how could I help? And that's my inspiration, is trying to see these kids. You don't get to be always one-on-one in front of them, but it is there. I hear the background stories and whatnot. So why not? Why not help where you can? What a fantastic, to be inspired to help that.
Our kids love that too. When you come in, you can do things and work with them. And we couldn't do it without people like you, Austin. In 25 years, you're fitting the mold. We got people that have been there 33, my COO Brenda.
Yes.
37 years. Terry's been there 25, 30 years, 30 years, I think. And Tina's been there 25
right,
years.
Truly caring people.
They do it with a heart.
Oh, yes.
All with the heart. So,
yep.
This is the common denominator we all share there.
Yeah, great people.
Well, we're coming up towards the end of our show this week, and every week we end the show with a little bit of humor. Humor is good for the soul. So before I do that, I want to give a quick shout-out to Bill and Betty Bass. Hope you did a great job with the boys. And, I'm sure it's definitely worth it. They're wonderful to work with. So I thank you for that, and I'm wishing you all the best. And here's our joke for the week. What's red and bad for your teeth? A brick. Okay. Let that one go. All righty. Hey, Austin, thank you and very much. And thanks to our listening audience. A shout out, good friend John Egie, who passed away on June 17th. Great ball player, fast pitch Hall of Fame member. Right now, they're working on a recognition at Hubbard Park in early July. Details to follow. My good friend Johnny, rest in peace. The Stuff 15th, new stuff arriving daily. Great time to update your spring wardrobe or furniture needs. Due to popular demand, we have extended our hours till 5 p.m. Family Services Breathe Yoga had a very successful yoga retreat last weekend. Remember, yoga classes are held Tuesday and Thursday at Family Services at 5:30 and Saturdays at 9:30. For information, call Monty at 293-4919. When things aren't going well, we'll be back next Saturday morning right here at 1360 AM, 90.9 FM, KSCJ. Your homework for the week is to go out and have a good laugh. May the sun shine on you.
Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Happy trails to you till we meet again.
For more information on the services provided by Boys and Girls Home and Family Services, see them online at boysandgirlshomeiowa.org. Or you can call 712-293-4700 to get more information about family services, residential treatment, the Opportunity School, the Siouxland Family Center, and more. At Boys and Girls Home and Family Services, we change lives.